guys, I'm Maggie
Hey, I'm Vanessa.
and welcome
To our channel.
갈 병원이 없다니까요. 좀 걱정이 많이 되더라고요.
아무도 없어요. 전국적으로도 없어요. 이대로 간다면은 선천성 수술할 수 있는 의사가 없어지는 거죠.
Vanessa.
Yes.
I know that you don't want a child.
No, I want children.
You do? Okay, yeah. You know, you don't want to.
I just don't want to be pregnant.
Yeah, you don't want to be pregnant and you don't want a kid now. Would you rather your kid be terminally ill or ugly? But the catch is
What?
the catch is he's ugly. He looks like he's been inbred 10 times in the Habsburg family.
How rich must my husband be for him to be that ugly?
No, let's say you guys, you're super attractive, your husband too, but something went wrong.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want him to die. So I guess I'll have to take the
The ugly.
the inbred.
Yeah, no, like fair. Me too. At the end of the day, you're still gonna love him, right? You know what? In Korea,
Yes.
you'd actually be better off with the ugly kid, of course. In Korea, being ugly is actually not a problem. It's really easy to be fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair. True.
because plastic surgery is almost like a rite of
It's the
passage. there.
capital of
Yeah.
plastic surgeries.
South Korea, a country of about 50 million people, accounted for nearly 1 million of them. It reportedly has the highest rate of plastic surgery per capita.
Some people, like, as their middle school gift,
Middle school.
yeah, they give their children like double eyelid surgery.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah, middle school,
That should
high
be
school.
illegal because you're not of age.
I mean, it's the norm there, right? But a sick child in Korea,
Yeah.
well, good luck finding a doctor that are actually gonna cure them.
What?
Yep. There's actually statistics backing it up. So, for example, in 2023, it's reported that 70%, actually close to 70% of local medical centers in Korea couldn't fill their doctors' quotas. 7 out of 10 medical centers are actually understaffed.
I
Yeah,
didn't
which
know.
is it's really astonishing
Yeah,
because it's a
kinda
country.
weird.
Yeah, it's a country that's really advanced in healthcare.
And they value like doctors, lawyers, that kind of career, right? They
Yeah.
put them in a pedestal, kind of.
It's actually even more alarming in Seoul. So
Mhm.
if I put you in perspective, Seoul is the biggest city in Korea.
Yeah.
It has 10 million people,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only 456 pediatrics clinic that are still open in Korea, in Seoul.
But wait, I thought everybody wanted to be a doctor in Korea, no?
Yeah, but I'm specifically talking about pediatrics. So,
Yeah, so they don't
for
want-
childcare.
They don't like their child. They don't like
That's
their
what
children.
I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. But I'm gonna explain to you.
Okay,
There's
okay.
actually a reason. Like, we're making jokes, but there's like valid reasons. Yeah, and then in contrast, in the cosmetic care, so dermatology, plastic surgery clinics, there are actually only in Gangnam. Gangnam is a district in Seoul.
Where all the clubs are.
Yeah. There are over 400 plastic surgery clinics just in that one district.
Wow.
So almost the same amount as,
The whole pediatric hospital numbers in Seoul.
yeah, exactly.
Damn.
So yeah, babies are dying.
What's happening?
And
Why?
no one cares.
They'd rather them die than be ugly, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
It's kind of
it's a little dystopian
Yeah.
when you say it like this. But I'm gonna, yeah, like, let's not judge them too fast. I'm gonna explain a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So the first reason, which is also, I think, a very obvious one, Korea's fertility rate has actually been the lowest in the world since 2013. It's only 0.7 per woman. And the replacement rate is 2.1.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So what does that mean for hospitals that specializes in childcare? They're closing down their doors because there's just less people to treat.
Yeah.
This causes, for sure, a vicious cycle. Picture this, okay? In Seoul, like I said, a city with 10 million people, there's actually only 2 pediatrics clinic or / medical emergency rooms that are open at night.
What?
Yeah. So what do you do if your kid gets severely hurt at 2 a.m.?
You go to ER?
There's only 2 open. So
But like
good luck.
they can't go to like normal hospitals? I guess they don't. It's not
It's
the same.
not
huh?
specialized.
Okay, my
yeah.
bad. I don't know my my doctor
I
thing.
mean, yeah, so this is why, like, it feels like the healthcare is gatekept from kids.
Yeah, you don't want to put your children in this kind of situation, I guess. In this type of environment, I mean.
Yeah, totally.
That's sad.
It's a harsh reality.
It's a harsh
because-
reality, yeah. And also it then impacts on the economy, right? Which then makes it even more expensive for them to have kid.
Mhm.
And then it plays in this vicious cycle even more.
You would think that saving kids' lives is actually would be one of the highest paying jobs in the world, right?
Not
But not in the but like
well
one
paid,
of the
like
a very well paid job.
very well
yeah.
paid job, yes.
But actually, pediatricians in Korea only get paid around 100 million won, which
Mhm.
is around 82K USD.
That's not a lot.
It's pretty high.
I mean, it's
but
good for like a Korean salary, I
Yeah,
guess, but
yeah.
like for doctor, I don't know. That's not a lot.
Not even that, compared to other doctors in Korea, they're actually the lowest paid medical field.
The lowest, even
Yeah.
more than like family doctors.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And then if you compare that to doctors who work on skin care and dermatology, they can make up to like 10 million won per month,
Yeah.
which is around $8,000
Uh-huh.
if they only work 3 days a week.
Oh.
Yeah. So if they work around 5 days, they can make up to like 14 million won, which is
Okay.
even more.
I see. It's
Yeah.
the whole like demand and supply, right? Since there's
Yeah.
not a lot of patients, I guess they get paid less. That's depressive. I wouldn't want to go into that field neither if I were in their place, I guess.
Yeah, because of basically financial
Mhm.
incentives, right?
You have to be realistic,
Mm-hmm.
man.
And you know the reason why the cosmetic doctors get paid more is actually because they can offer a lot of treatments, right? Botox, a bunch of different kind of plastic surgery, a
Mhm.
bunch of skin treatment and everything.
Yeah.
But also there's a really important point is that they're not bound by any government set price. Yeah, because it's their own practice. It's kind of a business.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
For example, in Gangnam, a dermatologist,
Mhm.
they charge 4.1 million won per treatment. which is like-
which is what, 4,000? It's
Like 4,000
$4,000
Canadian,
yeah,
which is
4,000
like
Canadian. Like 3,000
3,000 American. Yeah.
per treatment. Like
Yeah.
what treatment? Just like skin
Yeah,
treatment?
skin treatment.
Ah, that's wild.
Yeah.
It's
And
easy
the-
money.
And as a matter of fact, in contrary,
Uh-huh.
pediatrics clinic, guess how much they make per
Per
consultation?
patient?
Yeah.
Usually it's what, like 200 USD maybe?
They
Like
make $10.
USD?
Yeah.
Per patient?
Yeah.
Wait, is it do you pay $10 or they get $10? Like the government
They get
doesn't-
$10.
Wow.
And the reason is because these fees were like set up 30 years ago when the
Mhm.
replacement rate were way over
Mhm.
2 kids per woman,
Oh, yeah.
and then they've never been updated.
Uh,
So now,
that's
So now with less patient and their fees not being able to catch up to that, it makes it really unsustainable to have a pediatrics
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like you should have a cap on the Habsburg consultation because it's a necessary need, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel like the government should comp like the rest for the doctor if
Yeah,
they're about to
definitely.
do that, because
Yeah.
otherwise it doesn't make sense.
But that's like another it's a problem with the governments and their policies, right?
Yeah.
For sure, if you ask the governments to pay more money, it's gonna come out of somewhere, come out of people's pockets, the taxes. Like, can you really blame like a med school student that's already drowning in
Mhm.
student debt, wanting to skip like 5 or 6 years of
Yeah.
residency and then just opening I don't know, like a
Like-
dermatology practice,
Yeah,
and then they
like
can earn way
clinic.
more.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Yeah.
do that honestly.
Me too.
I understand, because it's the reality. You have to face it, right?
Yeah.
It's just sad. It's kind of sad, this whole thing.
This is actually another point that kind of ties into the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that pediatricians actually have a higher medical insurance cost. You know how in fields like dermatology, they have way less risks while
Of
performing,
I see.
performing their procedures and
Mhm.
giving their services, right? So
Mhm.
they don't have as high of a medical insurance cost.
Yeah, makes sense.
But compared to pediatricians who actually have to, perform surgery on children,
too.
there's and also obstetrician. Is that how you say it? Like the doctors who take care of pregnancy.
Yeah.
And they have way higher risks of death
True.
and of kind
just
of,
like situations happening.
so they have a much steeper premium, right? So you know, they make less, they have higher insurance costs. It's just not a good situation for
Like
them.
you're basically like a social worker. You decide to go into
yeah.
pediatrician.
I feel like this kind of feels like being a social worker.
Yeah.
You're like volunteering.
Yes,
almost.
you're doing volunteering work.
Which is like, I mean, the people who still choose to stay in the field
It
or
says a
go
lot.
into go into the field.
Big respect.
There's a lot of respect for them, but then you also can't really blame
People who
new
don't
grads,
choose that,
who don't want to choose. And also there's a lot of news of pediatricians actually closing down their practice and then doing dermatology instead.
You can just change field like that?
I guess for dermatology, yes, because there's no need to go back to school and do more residency, right?
I see.
Yeah. So, but in that case, you can't also really blame them because they've tried their best
And it didn't work.
yeah, it didn't work out. So I guess it's just a lose-lose situation.
So it is, apart from your aura of like
Aura plus 100 aura.
plus 100 aura, yeah. Otherwise, it's a lose-lose situation.
The next point I think is it's what's the most important for me personally, okay?
Which
Which is the work-life balance. If you're a pediatrician, you're on call, you have to be ready for emergencies, you have to work like 70 hours per week. But compare that to a dermatologist or a
you
plastic
work
surgeon.
3 days per week.
Yeah, you can choose to work 3 days per week. You can block off your little schedule because it's your own practice.
Yeah.
You're the boss. You do whatever you want. Just such a big difference in like your level of happiness. Right.
Aren't you happy saving kids? You're
I mean,
contributing
it's a different
to
type
the
of happiness,
society.
right? Like you might feel
No,
fulfilled.
Maggie's just happy that she doesn't have to work.
Yeah, no, but you might be fulfilled like as a pediatrician, like
Yeah, no, I understand.
and like for your values, but then like yourself in your personal life, are you gonna be really
You'll
happy?
be overworked.
Yeah, you're gonna
stressed,
be so overwhelmed
and
that
poor.
you're gonna be on autopilot basically, and poor. That's autopilot.
That's the main thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
think. Poor with no time to go on
Yeah.
trips.
So would you what would you rather do?
No, for sure I'm going into derms.
Derm.
I think you have to be realistic in life, and even though I would love to be someone who has that kind of will to go and become a pediatrician to save kids, too good for the society. I mean, if you have to pay rent, you have to pay rent, right?
South Korea, like I said, they're really big on plastic surgery, right? They're actually the global leaders in plastic surgery, and it's so ingrained in their culture.
I think it's like normal for them, right?
Yeah, it is normal for them. So 1 in 3 South Korean women between the ages of 19 and 29 have gone under some sort of plastic surgery. Yeah. And do you know what this kind of cultural obsession with beauty means?
I mean, it drives out the market. That's all I know.
Yeah, for sure. Like in a financial perspective, yes.
Yeah.
But also, what that means is that plastic surgeons can enjoy an immense social prestige in some sense, right? Because everyone's so obsessed, everyone thrives to obtain beauty. So the people that can give them beauty, of course, they're held
seen as
on
a god.
Exactly.
The savior.
They're kind of like celebrities in their own right.
Celebrity doctors.
And then in contrast to that, pediatricians, they're more seen as caretakers. Yeah, which is true because they take care of your health, right? But that also means that some people might view them as kind of like not servants per se. Like I don't want to say the word servant because they don't see them as like a slave or anything. But
like they're
in
not
some
grateful
sense,
for them.
they're not grateful.
That's so effed up, honestly.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that's weird.
But I think you've talked to me about this, like a sort of similar circumstance that's happening in China, right? With doctors.
Like they kind of feel entitled. Like there's a lot of cases in China where they beat up like doctors if
Like
they don't.
patients?
Yeah, like patients would, or patient's family, if they don't do what they want, or the result is not what they were looking for. It's
Mhm.
like, I'm here, I'm the client, and you're here to like save me, so how can you not?
Yeah, like I feel like in this case in China and Korea,
Mm-hmm.
those type of doctors, they kind of feel like customer service workers.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
it's twisted. It's weird because we don't have the same mentality here, right?
Yeah, it's not like, of course in the West it's like, as long as you're a doctor, everyone looks up to you,
Yeah.
you're so prestigious. I guess they have some sort of prestige too in Asia. It's just it also comes with a sense of entitlement from the patients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difference in culture, I guess.
As a society, maybe their priorities are kind of twisted.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like just a difference in value, I guess, how they
Mhm.
see it.
That sense of entitlement
Mhm.
also kind of ties in a lot with this one phenomenon in
Mhm.
Korea that's called 갑질.
Capchil.
갑질 is a kind of abuse of power from those that are in quote unquote higher positions over others.
So
So
Karens.
Karens, basically, yeah, Korean Karens. So like imagine this: you run pediatric clinics,
Mm-hmm.
dedicating years and years of
Blood, sweat, and tears.
blood, sweat, and tears. But to only have your livelihood and your whole clinic threatened by a single online review.
Really? What? Really?
Yeah, this is the reality of pediatricians in Korea that's caused by this capsule phenomenon.
Like one Reddit post can ruin your.
Yeah, but in Korea it's
Clinic?
more online forums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it happens really like far too often. There's this case of a pediatric clinics in Gwangju
Mm-hmm.
that was forced to close down its doors after 20 years because there's just one patient who filed a malicious report claiming unsatisfactory service from a nurse.
Well, was it founded? From a nurse.
Yeah, from a nurse in the
What?
clinic.
And they had to close down their business?
Yeah, and what really happened was actually the nurse just didn't explain too well, like how their bill was going to get paid or something. How their bill is.
So like the
divided.
forums has like everybody's on the forum. Like they
So in Korea,
attribute-
there's this like mom cafe,
Okay.
right? It's an online forum where a lot of Korean moms go on there and post. They have a really, really big influence, and they have a really big like sway over the public opinion. So in the West, it would be equivalent to being cancelled online.
Mhm.
You know, it's not just one isolated case because 2 weeks after, literally the same thing happened to another clinic.
Bro, if they keep doing that, there's gonna be no more pediatric clinic open.
I mean, I don't think they think that far because their sense of entitlement, it kind of overshadows their vision of the future, right?
Yeah,
Of the
no,
long
they don't have any vision
They're not
for the future.
They're not trying to like be nice
selfish
to customer
behavior.
service. Yeah, definitely. These type of hostile environment
Mhm.
plus everything else that I've already said, like it's just so unappealing to go in that field. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Of course. Well, there's no such form for plastic surgery clinics.
I guess, but then because, like I said, they're held to they're more often
It's
looked up
prestigious,
to,
yeah.
and they're considered as more prestigious. It's kind of different, right?
Man, I can understand the whole process, I guess, why it has come to this point, but it's still sad. I mean, I still don't understand the mom cafe thing. That's
We can talk. I can
weird.
talk about it a little more, maybe in the next video.
Yeah.
Like I can explain this whole thing because it's not only with doctors. There's actually a big phenomenon with these mom cafes, but with school bullying too.
Is it because they only have like one child? There's so few children in Korea.
Yeah, no,
so-
definitely. It's like everything that I said here is like all tied up together. Like this whole thing is a vicious cycle. So like the mom cafes, of course, they feel even more entitlement because of the low fertility rate, and they feel like they're the one like nurturing the future generation, and the future generation is so rare. Like they're so scarce. that they should
be entitled to
Yeah, they should be
to
entitled
everything.
to, yeah.
Oh my god. Let us know. Is it an interesting topic you guys want to hear about?
So
Yeah.
that is unfortunate.
And leaving on a
but,
depressive note.
yeah. I mean, thank you guys for watching.
And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.